We Minnesota Vikings fans know for a fact that right tackle Brian the real deal O'Neill is elite. He's top 3 and rising in terms of the best right tackles in the game. We're very lucky to have him. Oh, a homegrown, homespun offensive lineman that's going to stay here long time. It's fantastic, man. And yeah, we love Brian O'Neill, but the national media, they just don't seem to get it, man. Like, they like to play the hits. Like, they still think that Lade Johnson is the best right tackle in the game just because of inertia, just because he's been that he was that a couple years ago. Whatever. But film guru Brett Kollmann, he put out a tweet pointing out a stat that is going to solidify Brian O'Neill as being elite AF. Random stats that I find fun. Brian O'Neill has started for 4 years since his debut as a rookie and only given up 6 sacks across more than 4,000 snaps. He averages 25 pressures allowed per year and has not missed a game since becoming a starter 4 weeks into his career. For reference, good tackles like Orlando Brown gave up 6 sacks just last season alone, so that number is kind of nuts. And better tackles, both right and left, do give up more pressures than Brian O'Neill has averaged per season. He's consistently among the league leaders in pressure rate allowed, but he just doesn't get his due. In terms of right tackles, they always talk about, it's Ryan Ramczyk of the Saints, who was at Winona State, the Harvard of the Midwest, for like a week, and then he became a stupid Badger. Or it's Tristan Wirfs, and respect. Those guys are great, but Lane Johnson was the gold standard, probably future Hall of Famer. He hasn't been that guy in recent years. Or you look at Taylor Moton, who gets a lot of love from Carolina, Braden Smith of the Colts, Jack Conklin of the Browns. All of those guys get more love, get more publication, get more respect than Brian O'Neill. And it's hard to quantify because outside of Pro Football Focus or other analytics companies, the average fan doesn't really have a good insight of how offensive linemen are doing unless they watch every single game. But Brian O'Neill, we know for a fact that O'Neill is fantastic in the run game. When the Vikings need some tough yardage, they'll generally go to the right side, or weirdly enough, they'll go behind Ezra Cleveland. Ezra's getting it done as a one-on-one blocker at times as well. And we know his prowess in the pass blocking game. We know that he can take care of the right side of the field. And also, this all comes with a revolving door at right guard. I mean, Brian O'Neill hasn't had any continuity at that right guard spot. He hasn't had an elite partner in crime. Now, maybe Chris Reed could be that guy. Maybe Wyatt Davis could be that guy. Maybe Ed Ingram could eventually be that guy. But what Brian O'Neill has done has been super impressive, man, and he certainly does not get enough credit. And as Vikings fans, we're lucky because he signed that 5-year, $92.5 million extension, $18.5 million average, which is second most in the league behind Ryan Ramczyk of the Saints. And when O'Neill signed that contract, the national media were flabbergasted. They're like, who the hell is this getting all of this money, getting $18.5 million per year? But we Vikings fans knew, like true Vikings fans, they didn't bat an eye. Brian O'Neill got the money, like, good, about damn time. They should have signed him earlier. Maybe it would have been a little bit less, but he was worth every single penny. And then he became a team captain. And then last year he was finally recognized with a Pro Bowl spot. So I love Brian O'Neill. And Brian O'Neill is the absolute real deal. And it's good to see him getting a little bit of respect. And props to Brett Kollmann putting that out in the universe. His word does carry a lot of weight, so hopefully this is going to start opening up some eyes for people. It's like, oh yeah, Brian O'Neill, the right tackle with the Vikings, he is damn elite. And now for Darisaw to come along and Ezra to really solidify, and Wyatt Davis or Ed Ingram or Chris Reed, whatever, maybe Bradbury or J.C. Treader. I don't know. I don't know, but just go out and get it done. But your thoughts are our thoughts. Stat showing that Brian O'Neill is elite AF. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.